Hello and welcome to episode 19 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play series. In this episode, I will be building a wool farm, which it is a bit silly to build a wool farm after I've already got netherite through bed mining, but here we are. This is just the order I've decided to do things in. However, I have actually lost the audio for most of this part of the video, so I'm currently just doing a voiceover. Not that there is much else, because the rest of this is just the speed building, but yeah, just wanted to explain why. Just wanted to say some things before that. And I don't usually put anything over my speed building, which I really should, and I really should find some music I could use, but I haven't yet. So because I keep leaving these videos to the last minute. So yeah, that's my intro, and have fun watching the rest of the video if you do. Thank you. Okay, I should probably explain what I'm actually doing. Essentially, I just kind of built a long island so I can put 2 rows of sheep, of wool collecting areas. So you can see these are where the wool is being collected. And then underneath,
yeah, this is all working fine. This is the simplest design for an automatic sheep farm. Essentially, if I can, I'm gonna just show my workings, I guess. This is a dispenser. It's got a bunch of shears in it. And then there's a redstone here. And then underneath the dispenser, there's an observer pointing at the grass block. So when the sheep eats the grass block, it gets sheared. And obviously, when sheep eat grass, they grow wool. So they grow the wool and immediately get sheared. And then hopper minecart. There's a hopper minecart underneath because hopper minecarts take things. Yeah. I don't actually know exactly how this works, but I do know that hopper can only take things through a block if it's not a full block, so like mud or half slabs or whatever. Meanwhile, hopper minecart can take things through a full block, which is why it's hopper minecarts first, that then take it in, and you put it into. Then a regular hopper takes it from the hopper minecart and then puts it into a chest. So that's the actual workings of it. And then as for how I did this whole building, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm not gonna change it now. Essentially, what I did is I just started putting in sheep, these little pods, I suppose, where there's space. And my cat is walking on everywhere. And the space, yeah, and so end up with a few more on this side and this side. Then I started making building to cover it. So, black kid, what do you want? Stop walking on my keyboard. Okay. Bye meow. Bye bye meow. Anyway, so I built a wall to block this in. Basically to just build a wall round where the pods are. Then built an arch in such a way that they meet in the middle. Like this, even though obviously they're not even. So on this side it's 1 off on this side, and on this side I think it's 3. 4, I guess. And then I put some oak around it as a sort of framing. And I also put in glass because I think it looks a bit better and it gets a bit more light in. And then also I've got this area up top, which the reason it's spruce trapdoors is because I just started using spruce trapdoors for the pods so that I could get access to the sheep easier. Spruce because that's just what I was using to cover up the pods, and then so I figured I'd just make this entire walkway spruce so I don't go up and down. Or rubber trapdoor so I don't go up and down, and then same here. This is just to step up easier. Yeah, so that's how this design came into place. Yeah, I think that's that for the design. What I'm going to do now is go underneath and build the actual terrain underneath. And then I will work out what I'm doing with this floor underneath, because I don't think it'll stay as grass. But this should stay as grass, at least, you know, the ones in front, the ones next to the grass, next to the sheep. Because I think if there's more grass around them, they spread better. So like this one has 3 grass around it. Because since glass is a transparent block, the grass can spread through it. This one only has 2 because it's on the end. And technically I could put glass there, I just think it looks better like this. And the efficiency on this is fine. I don't expect to use so much wool that this setup would ever cause me problems. But I'm pretty sure it spreads faster if there's more grass around it. So that's why I don't want to change these to anything else. What I'll probably do is put more shelves here. Yeah, I also added the shelves just because it looked a bit weird when it was flat next to the grass. Oh, actually, I should probably put shelves here as well. Did I put shelves on that side? Yeah, I need to put shelves there as well. These 2 spots. But yeah, just to frame it. And then I'll probably put shelves along here. It does mean that this little bit will be seen, but I mean, I don't think there's much I can really do about that. And then I'll probably put either staircases or slabs underneath here. And that should still let me have access to all of the chests once I put in a actual floor here. So that's probably what's going to happen. But right now, I'm gonna build the underneath of the island. So let's go do that. I think I'm done for this episode. I feel like this episode's gonna be really short because I just kept not talking. I was ill, which is part of the reason why I was not talking. But also I just got distracted and just couldn't be able to talk. So there's probably gonna be just a lot of sped up footage and not much actually going on apart from that. But yeah, we have this weird shape building I made. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely interesting. But yeah, and then obviously got this wool farm working, and I mean it's working quite well. I'm pretty sure each of them basically have like 2 stacks, or at least almost 2 stacks. Yeah, so it's been working quite well, and this will just run in the background while I'm in the area, like my iron farm and my villager-based crop farms. Yeah, and I like this floating island. I actually am really happy to see the way the floating islands are working out. Just seeing them connected is really fun for me. Just having a bunch of them together, connected. I should probably do something about this situation. Have any of them fallen into the cow pit? Because I'm pretty sure that's possible. Because there's yeah, they could just come up here and fall in. Yep, there's a couple. Oh. Oh dear. Go away. Go away. Woo. Okay, well, yeah. Endermen keep getting stuck in my cow farm. And apparently, when I look at them, they can escape. But apart from that, they're just stuck in there. And I'm not doing anything about that, but I should probably deal with the cow farm at some point. Actually gonna just remove these fences because I don't need them anymore. The sheep will disperse. And I'll need to do something else, something different about that if they annoy me enough. Yeah, this was my original wool farm for getting beds from the getting beds for getting netherite. Now this is this, and I should probably do something about the cows at some point because I do need some form of cow farm for leather throughout various times. I swear this was not like this. Did my house get like what could have possibly happened here? Enderman? Maybe? I'll deal with that. Yes. Although I don't think I have that wood at the moment. Yeah, okay, I'll deal with that at the moment. But yeah. I'm actually really happy with this island. The building itself is a little bit weird, but for some reason I think it looks fine if you take it with the island. Like if you're just looking from the point of view of this island and you're just looking at the building, that looks a little bit strange. But if you're looking at it from like over here, I think the building looks fine if it's viewed together with the island. But yeah, there's a couple of things I could do, but I'm not going to do them right now, which is that I need to probably decorate the actual top of the island with plants and stuff. And then also that little house there from the previous island, which I just built for fun with no actual purpose, this little house, I'm thinking that I could do some sort of put double carpet here and then put a villager in here. I forgot what the name of the villager is, but the one that deals with like banner patterns and stuff. You know, as if it's the shepherd for the sheep. I was also considering having some, you know, blocking this up somehow and having some free roaming sheep on this island. You know, just as if it's actually how it would be in real life. And well, actually no, with factory farming it'd be like this, but you know, as if it would be in an idyllic sheep farm. Yeah. And something else I'd like to point out is I for some reason counted 18 colours. I think there's only 16. I don't know how I got 18. The point is I ended up making 18 bolts, and since I made them I figured I'd just fill them up. So I have 3 white sheep, which is useful if I ever need one more of a certain colour. Then I can just dye 2 of the white sheep a different colour. Of course I could dye all of the sheep and then re-dye them again later, but I think I'd rather, if I don't need that much at such a fast pace, then I think I'd rather deal with just doing the 2 white. And I realised that since I removed the staircase, there's no way to get up there, so I need to put a ladder here. But yeah, I removed the staircase because it was just taking up too much space and it looked a bit weird. So, also, the Happy Ghast is possibly the best early game move I could have made for the fact that I keep building floating islands. I don't know how people used to do this before. I guess they went from the bottom up rather than from the top down, but I feel like if I did that, they'd all be at such different heights, it'd be really difficult to connect together for me. What am I looking for? Ladder. Yeah, I don't know about the roof, because can an Enderman move? Like, there was a slab there though, that doesn't make sense. And I feel like if it would have been struck by lightning, my entire house would have set on fire. I don't know why the roof is missing. But yeah, we have this little platform up here. But yeah, I really do like the view of the 3 islands just all there. And this one's slightly lower than that one, I think, which makes it look a bit better, because if they were at the same height, that probably would have looked a little bit strange. Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing next episode. I do still need to find a desert and a mesa for resource gathering purposes. And apart from that, I could either, you know, build some more pretty structures for fun. I could build some more farms, like deal with the cows, or I could build a gold farm in the nether, but that sounds very hard. I've never actually made one of those. My world with my best friend does have one, because my best friend made one because she decided that's the type of XP farm she wanted. And because she was tired of not having XP. But currently I'm fine for XP because I can just get them from either trading with the villagers or from the creeper farm. So yeah. Also, I have been terraforming in between episodes over here. I don't know, I feel like it looks weird. I feel like it's these lumps at the top. If I had made this like more going around there, it would have looked better. But at the moment I feel like the terraforming I've done looks a bit weird. This looks fine, I think. I haven't actually been terraforming for any particular reason. It just bothers me when I think the world generation looks weird. And this looks a bit better than what was before, so I'm probably going to keep it for now. Yeah, I'm also considering adding a couple more islands just in this area with wheat on them, as if like the sheep farm was also growing wheat for the sheep or something like that. So for example, I could have another bit of water coming down from this island onto an island down here somewhere, and that could have a wheat farm. And yeah, I'm considering doing something like that. It is I realise a little bit silly that there is wheat farm up there when there is no actual way for anyone to get up there, but who knows, maybe the people who live here live on floating islands because they can fly. I did consider that as a thing, and that I was going to actually have less bridges in the outer regions, and then put more whenever I decide to get to like actual big city stuff later. And if I was going to do that, then there'd be more bridges there, because that would be like where they're trading with other people who maybe can't fly. You know, they'd be in the city centre. But yeah, I don't know. These are all considerations. I mean, these bridges are like, I could tear them down really easily. I mean, I haven't even added any of this sort of stuff, like the decoration to them, and I don't know how I feel about that. That looks a bit weird, and I don't know if it's just because I don't know how to do it, or if it's just such a small scale that's difficult, but oh well. This has nothing to do with the sheep farm anymore, wool farm anymore, but yeah. That's that for this episode, I think. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!